A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
The keeper of the gold is on the air. Afternoon, sports fans, and Andy Garcia live from Billings Stadium in Lander, where the Lander Valley Tigers have seen the night tonight against their Prescott rivals, the Riverton Wolverines, which is always an exciting game. And tonight, I don't think it's going to be any different. Andrew, the stats for both of these teams are very similar.
Oh yes, they're both undefeated, both coming off of large victories, week in, week out. So everybody's been waiting all week for this one. It's going to be exciting.
Yeah, Riverton's only won this on the season. We lost to Cody, but they're not the Lone Ranger. They're losing to Cody. Well, we'll set the stage for you tonight. Lander Valley and Riverton Wolverines from Billboard Stadium in Lander. Right after we take this timeout.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming!
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection. Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
Ernie over and Andrew Garcia back with you from Billboard Stadium for the 110th edition of the Keepers of the Gold. Of course, it's only been known for that the last couple of decades or so. The Riverton Wolverines come into this game, as Andrew mentioned, 5 wins and 1 loss. That 0-win game to Cody. And the Lander Valley Tigers come into this game, 5 wins and 1 losses. This year, the Lander Tigers defeated Green River in their opening game 28-9, defeated Powell at home 48-7, defeated Evanston on the road 50-18. Then the next week, went all the way across the other side of the state. Torrington won that game 42-16, and then defeated Douglas last week here at the Bill Bush Stadium 35-14. The Riverton Wolverines started their season with a victory over the Powell Panthers, 52-14. That Cody game I mentioned earlier, they lost 55-38. They defeated Evanston 42-13, Green River 41-21, Douglas 28-0, and Buffalo 41-12. And that when you look at the scores of these games, they're not that dissimilar. They're very similar scores.
Yes, they're all, excuse me, all very similar scores. Like I said, they all have been really big wins, and it really hasn't been a close win for either Lander or Riverton. So, it's going to be interesting. These are both high-powered offenses, so it'll be interesting to see how the defenses respond to it.
The Tigers last year were 5-4 and qualified for the state quarterfinals, but they lost at Star Valley 52-0 in the quarters. Riverton last qualified last year. They made it all the way to the semifinals in Class 3A, but then they were beaten by Star Valley 40-0. Last year, the Wolverines owned the game. They beat Lander 38-14. This is the 110th edition of the Lander versus Riverton game. So far, Riverton has won 54 of the games. Lander has 58 wins, and there have been 6 ties.
Yeah, we're on the game. You want me to wait till what it adds?
The last Lander win was 3 years ago. 28-29 overtime victory over in Riverton. And the game that was delayed by Flatland rescheduled for the following Monday.
Roadcaster and video capture mice too.
In Sweet's pregame show right after this.
Yes, sir. I see lock volume, unhide, all hide, rename, vertical layout, filters, properties, and advanced audio properties.
In 1 week.
No, just on video capture, the roadcaster doesn't go up when we talk. There's no sound, or no it doesn't go to the yellow. Okay, so you want us to double check? I'm going to check everybody else. Yes.
Thank you.
Default.
I'll look down there.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's come back then.
A lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you at Bill Bush Stadium in Lander. We're about a half an hour or so away from the start of the Keeper of the Gold game tonight between the Riverton Wolverines and the Lander Valley Tigers. And Andrew, when we look at these two respective schools, they're only 24 miles apart. They're both in the Class 3A East Conference. And tonight's game has big implications. The winner of this game has the inside track to the East 2A Championship and perhaps 2 home playoff games if they win that first one.
Yeah, this has huge implications, and this is like probably the biggest game of the year up until that playoff point. So, like you said, 2 home playoff games, that's what you want, right? Lander had a home playoff game last year?
Yeah. No, they didn't.
They didn't? Okay, that's what I thought. So
went to Star Valley.
So Lander having one or at least two home, that second playoff game would be so huge.
Yeah, it would be. Of course, their goal this year is not only to make the playoffs, but win in the quarterfinal round.
Correct.
Which they haven't done now for, I think, 11 straight seasons. It's been pretty tough. It is a beautiful, beautiful afternoon here in Lander. Temperature is 69 degrees, partly cloudy skies. The flags are limp. There's no wind going on. And, of course, Old Saul is staring right at us. The press box faces directly west. So we've got a ringside seat. We've got our sunglasses out and our visors on. And it's kind of interesting, the sun glare off the helmets, creating little stars out there on the field.
Yeah, I see that, especially those black ones over there Lander has on.
Riverton has Riverton High School, 787 students in their school. The town population, 10,682. Lander Valley has 527 students in their high school, and Lander's population is 7,546. Lander has higher elevation, though, if you want to compare. Lander sits at 5,358 feet above sea level. Riverton's 4,951 feet above sea level. The Riverton Wolverines in their cardinal red and black are wearing white today with just red numerals and the letters trimmed in black. They've got their white helmets on. Lander Valley Tigers are green and white and black. That's their school colors. They're in their black uniforms with green helmets, white numbers, and green trim. The last state championship for Lander happened in 1948, Andrew. That was before you were thought of.
Way before I
was thought of. As a matter of fact, it was Bill Bush who has the name on the stadium. The state champion Lander beat Green River in that game. But they've been the runner-up 4 times in 1993, 94, and 95 when Jeff Savage was the coach, and in 2004 when Steve Simpson was the coach. The Riverton Wolverines have 4 state championships, 1994, 1997, 1998, and 1999 with Don Julian, who was the coach. They've been runner-up 4 times in 1963, 72, 73, and 79. And those coaches included Glenn Burgess, Don Pomeroy, and Ken Boatwright over in Riverton. Lander's overall record since 1908, 377 wins, 465 losses, and 25 ties. Riverton started their football program a little bit later in 1922, and they currently are 440 wins, 432 losses, and 25 ties. And, of course, as we mentioned, this has really been a tight series. The last 10 games between these two teams, Andrew. Landers won 5, Riverton's won 5.
if you look at the last 5 games, Landers won 3 and Riverton the last 2. And so I know that the Lander Tigers tonight would love to get back into that winning column against their rivals. Tonight is senior night here at Lander Valley High School, and the Tigers will be saying so long to 11 different seniors and a bulk of our starting lineup. So
Yeah.
that's another reason this game has a lot of importance for the Tigers, because they've got a big graduating class this year, and there'll be a lot of folks coming up from behind.
Yes.
And we'll be right back with comments from Lander coach Jim Burton right after we listen to this.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together, from Friday night lights to weekend tournaments. They're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports, where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Your car or truck.
Visiting now with Lander Valley head coach Jim Burton. And Coach, it was a great victory last week, but everyone's looking at tonight's big going for the gold game, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a big one.
I tell you, I was just looking at all these statistics, and the statistics are quite similar on both teams, not only with the common opponents that you've played, but with the rushing and the passing and the defense and the offense. This is going to be a very close game.
Yeah, it ought to be a fun one to watch. A lot of offense, and then defense just got to get enough to get the turnover margin in our favor. I think we'll be okay. So.
Well, of all the statistics, Lander's defense has outperformed Riverton's defense this year by about 80 yards a game, and that has been a critical factor all season long. Your defense has really come through for you.
Yeah, I tell you what, with Coach Rounds calling that defense, it's a lot easier to call offense when you're up, 2-3 touchdowns. It's kind of hard if they're keeping up, but he's keeping them down. So doing that and this defense and these kids, it makes it a lot easier to call offense when the defense is performing so well.
Well, when you have a cross-county rivalry like this, the school's only 24 miles apart. Overall, Riverton has won 54 games and Lander has won 50, so it's very, very close. The last 5 games, Lander has won 3 of them and Riverton 2, but Riverton's won the last 2. Is that a motivating factor for your club, getting back into the win column against their rivals?
I think that's a big thing. It means a lot to this community. It means a lot to the kids. We try to downplay it as just this is the next game on the schedule, and we just got to do our jobs. But again, it's hard to downplay something with so much tradition and history.
Well, the interesting thing is it's in Lander this year, and last week the homecoming crowd, that was a doozy, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's a cool thing. That many people there and cheering, and just the noise level was amazing.
Well, it's always good to have that 6th man, or in this case, the 12th man up in the bleachers.
Yeah, the 12th man is a good thing to have, and it's been really good this year, and it just keeps getting bigger. And I'm sure tonight will be no exception. It'll be a crazy full night. I mean, it'll be, being only 24 miles away, that Riverton's going to travel. They're going to bring their people too, so it's going to be packed.
It'll be a fun one. So we talked last game, after the game, about the hydration for the players and the fact they've been having some cramping. Has that been a focus of your practice and overall week-long effort this week?
Yeah, and the big thing too is just they're drinking during practice and they're drinking during games, but it's reminding them that they need to hydrate all week long to be ready for Friday. Like I said, I think Friday, at homecoming, you spend an hour on a float out in the sun, and you try to get them to hydrate during that. Then they take an hour and they go and try to support the volleyball team and watch because they played right before us. And so it's just realizing that hydration is not the day of. It's the week leading up. Your body's got to be fully hydrated, and they've just got to understand that it's not a 30-minute process. It's a 24 hours to 48 hour kind of thing, and just trying to get them convinced that that's what they have to do. And again, they're teenagers, so it's it's always fun to try to convince them that things are kind of important.
Well, the tank has to be full; it can't be half empty.
Yeah, and like I said, it takes a while to fill it up properly.
Any injuries this week to speak of, Coach?
No, we should be getting Barrett Moffitt back. He has an ankle thing that's kind of been bothering him, but he's been practicing this week. We had a few little scares early on with some sickness kind of going through the team, but I think that's kind of cleared up. And then we're missing Braden Baker, of course. That senior that we're missing is pretty important. But other than that, the injury that seems to be okay for now.
In previous shows, we've talked a little bit about the kicking game, but Caleb Andrews knocking that ball into the end zone on kickoffs is really important.
That's a huge asset because you can rest people on kickoff if you need to. You can also, you can drop it down on the 1 yard line, and we've been getting people inside the 20 on some of these kickoffs. So, again, that people aren't prepared for you to kick it short. And so kicking it long all the time gives us an advantage. And it's really hard to constantly start on the 20 if you're an offense. That field position battle is a huge deal. It's going to be a huge deal on Friday. But that's a huge asset for sure.
Now, Hunter Salzgaver of the Riverton Wolverines is a pretty good individual. He kicks the ball, he runs the ball, averages about 160 yards a game. Any special defense planned for him?
You just have to know where he's at. And you have to understand that he's probably going to get some yards. We got to try to eliminate the explosive big play. We can't let him scamper for 20, 30 yards or break one loose. We got to kind of contain him a little bit while we keep an eye on their other studs.
In past games, the Tigers have given up a lot of yards on the edge. Has that been something you've been working on in practice to seal off that edge?
Yeah, and it's kind of just a scheme thing. Plus, we have some pretty monstrous defensive linemen that kind of between our linebackers and the D line, right there in the middle. That does create some issues for teams to run right there, right off that C to D gap, that edge. It's a little bit softer kind of area because those guys are a lot of our pass protecting, linebackers, and so their read has to be good. We just worked really hard on making sure their read is solid and that they can contain and turn things back into that help.
And you mentioned last week the accuracy of Paxton Hollingshead has been a key this year for the Tigers.
Yeah, Pax is reading the defense really well, making good decisions. When to pull the ball and run it, when to pull it and throw it. And then on the pass game, just finding open receivers and putting the ball where they can get to it. It's once you, put a little speed in space, that's when this game becomes really interesting, and that's kind of the plan, right? Get those speed guys out there in space and let them make a move, let them, show what they can do. And as long as we're getting them the ball, I think we're going to be fine.
Well, Coach, good luck tonight against the Wolverines. It should be an electric atmosphere at Bill Bush Stadium, and good luck to the Tigers.
Yeah, thanks, and it's going to be a good one. It's senior night, so we ought to have a lot of fun, and go Tigers.
And we'll be right back with more of our Hampton Inn and pregame show right after this.
Repairs, you need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunners Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunners Automotive, 856-2288.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
For a place, a people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a Rural Electric Association member? It all comes down to 7 principles: open membership, one voice, one vote, member benefits, independence, education, cooperation, and community. To understand how it all works, we're headed back in time. In 1879, electricity was in major cities, but rural areas were out of luck. In 1935, President FDR made it possible for companies to build power lines to unserved areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
Their parents and families were introduced to the big crowd and growing bigger here at Bill Bush Stadium. The Tigers have 11 different seniors playing their last home game tonight. They include wide receiver Barrett Moffitt, quarterback Paxton Hollingshead, wide receiver Parker Burton, wide receiver Darian Herford, running back Cody West, running back Braden Baker, tight end Sawyer Nutshell. That's Nahazel, Sawyer Nahazel. Sorry about that, Sawyer. We have offensive lineman Gus Childers, offensive lineman Caleb Hamilton. We have offensive lineman Big Country Gavin Romer, and we have offensive lineman Hayden St. Clair. Of course, the coach of the Tigers is Jim Burton. They were down there, and all the families were able to greet and walk their student onto center field here on the track in front of the main grandstand here at the Bill Bush Stadium. We're about 25 minutes away from the start of the game. We've got some individual statistics and players to watch coming up right after this.
Rooms as one location, giving you by far the biggest selection of inventory in the region. Midway has the best buying experience before and after the sale. Our team members have more experience and knowledge to better serve you. Midway's success is based on hard work. Our team members give 110% to make sure you have a fast, enjoyable experience. We have what you need. At Midway, you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
For more than 40 years, Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you.
Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
Shoshone Rose Casino and Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com and remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Hi, my name is Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Wyoglass wants to wish all the Lander Valley Tiger teams good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Arapahoe First is proud to support all Fremont County athletes. Just like the hard work you put into every game, we're here for tribal and non-tribal members alike. Wishing every athlete a season of strength and success. Call 307-463-4185 to discover what Arapahoe First can do for you.
Since 1964, Valley Lumber and Supply has been more than a hometown hardware store. They've been family. From weekend projects to big builds, they've got you covered with free delivery and a team that cares. They're proud supporters of our local sports teams. Visit valleylumbersupply.com, where hometown pride builds strong projects.
Warm Valley Health in Fort Washakie is a full-service medical provider. With integrated care teams, you're always able to reach someone in your medical team. Warm Valley Health provides primary care, nephrology, podiatry, optometry, pharmaceutical, along with other services. New to Warm Valley is pediatrics and OB care. Walk-ins are welcome. That's Warm Valley Health, located at 29 Black Coal Drive in Fort Washakie. Call today, 307-332-7300.
Papa Murphy.
Okay, Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you at Bill Bush Stadium. Keeper of the gold, the Riverton Wolverines and the Lander Valley Tigers tonight. Our standings in the East Conference 3A, Lander Valley is and Riverton are both at 2-0. Lander Valley, of course, 5-0 on the season. Riverton 5-1 on the season. In third place is Torrington and Buffalo at 1-1, and then bringing up the rear, Douglas and Rollins both 0-2. Torrington is 3-1 overall, Buffalo 2-3, Douglas 2-3, and Rollins is 0-6. And the 3A media poll from WyoPreps.com has Star Valley number 1, Cody number 2, and tonight, Andrew, those two teams are getting it together in Cody, so that should be a very, very interesting game tonight. Riverton is ranked 3rd, Lander Valley is 4th, and Douglas is 5th. When we look at the teams' total offense, Riverton has 51 more yards a game than Lander. They average 450 yards a game. Lander Valley, 399. In rushing, very, very close, only 3 yards difference. Riverton averages 249 yards a game, Lander Valley 246. In the passing department, Riverton averages 201 yards a game and Lander Valley 153 yards a game. Lander Valley has the edge on defense. They're the second-ranked defensive team in Class 3A, allowing only 264 yards a game. On that list, Riverton comes in 6th, allowing 325 yards a game. And in rushing defense, Riverton and Lander are almost equal. Riverton is 4th in the state, 152 yards. Lander is 5th at 158 yards. And in the passing defense, Lander is 2nd in the state, 107 yards allowed through the air. Riverton is 8th, 172 yards allowed through the air. Now, Andrew, you've got kind of a recap of some of our individual players to watch here tonight.
Yes, players to watch for the Riverton Wolverines, all seniors, starting off with quarterback Blake Gattenbein, averaging 192 points per game through the air on 14 pass attempts.
192 yards.
Oh, 192 yards.
Yeah,
my apologies.
Yeah. That'd be really awesome if he had 192 points.
I'm so used to looking at basketball stats, and I saw the decimal, but 192 yards per game. This will be one of the better quarterbacks that Lander has faced this season. And then wide receiver Clay Sheets, averaging about 53 yards per game on 16.7 yards per catch. And then their starting running back, another senior, Hunter Saltzgaver, averaging 157 yards per game on 8 yards per attempt. So this offense is going to be one of the better ones that they have. This Landers Tiger defense has gone up against throughout the season.
Yeah, and tell you, Finn McFadden is up there 5th in the state in receiving for the Tigers at 81 yards a game, and Clay Sheets, Riverton, is 10th in the state at 52.8 yards a game. You know, interesting, Andrew, when you look at the rushing stats, even though Saltzgaver has more yards, he averages 8 yards per attempt, but Cody West of Lander averages 8.2 yards per attempt. And that means these two guys are going to be slugging it out on the turf here in Lander this afternoon. Well, it is senior night. We've had the senior presentation to the big crowd here that in Lander that continues to come in. And looking across the field, the bleachers over there are almost 100% full. They brought in 4 extra little bleachers over there, and those are filling up fast. And the driveway all the way down to the softball fields is completely covered in vehicles. Mostly those are the folks from Riverton on that side. But I tell you what, I'm looking over my shoulder here, and the parking lot in front of Lander Valley High School is Full.
Full.
It is full. So we haven't had anyone parking out on Baldwin Creek Road yet, but stay tuned for that. And we'll be back with more of the Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show here from Lander Valley High School after this.
Makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union is more than a place to bank. It's a partner in every financial journey. From checking and savings to auto loans and mortgages, they give members the tools to move forward. Known for local service and decisions made right here in Wyoming, their team offers trusted guidance every step of the way. Proud supporters of all Wyoming sports teams, they're as committed to the community as they are to their members. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Your money, your goals, your altitude.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County. and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Sunny and 68 degrees here at Bill Bush Stadium, and one of the sad things we saw today, Andrew, is happening on the field right now where Braden Baker is in a wheelchair.
Yeah, that sucks. That sucks to see him. We got to talk to him after last week's game, and he seemed a little down. So hopefully he'll be back for that baseball season.
Well, you know, he's a pretty good baseball player, and baseball is in the Baker family history. You know, Art Baker was the coach of the Riverton Legion post-19 Raiders for a long time.
Is that right?
But, yeah, he's a pretty good baseball player, and we sure hate to see it. He got hit at the goal line after a 26-yard run in Torrington, and unfortunately the knee snapped there, and we will wish him a very speedy recovery. Well, I tell you what, let's go now to our Sutherland's Home Improvement Center starting lineup, and here's Andrew.
Our starting lineups here for the Lander Tiger offense, starting off at quarterback, senior Paxton Hollingshed. And then at the slot receiver, number 3, Finn McFadden, a junior. At fullback, Cole Espinoza. At running back is Cody West, as we were just mentioning. Braden Baker out for the rest of the year with that unfortunate knee injury. And then at tight end, Sawyer. Oh, dang, it's loud. Sawyer, how do I say that last name again? Nehazel. Sawyer Nehazel, and then at left guard, Gus Childers. Right guard, Caleb Hamilton, a senior. Left tackle, Taj Prine, a junior. Center, Corbin Fiddler, a junior. Right tackle, Gavin Romer, nicknamed Big Country, senior. And wide receiver, Caleb Andrews, who has had a big season, a junior. For the defensive side for the Lander Tigers, starting at corner is Finn McFadden. And then at defensive back, safety is Paxton Hollingshed. And then at outside linebacker, Parker Burton, a senior. Stud linebacker, Darian Herford. And then Cole Espinoza at the linebacker position, who was a sophomore. And then Cody West at nose tackle here for tonight. And then Mike linebacker, Gus Childers, a senior. Strong defensive line tackle, Caleb Hamilton. And then weak end defensive lineman, Taj Prine, a junior. And then Gavin Romer at the defensive line as well, a senior. And then another corner, Caleb Andrews, a sophomore.
And Coach Jim Burton and his son kneeling down at the 40-yard line, having a little moment of silence with them before the start of this game. Coming up, we will have the introduction of the lineups to the stadium here and our national anthem. But right now, let's take a break on our Hampton Inn and Suites pregame show. We'll be right back in Lander with the start of tonight's Keeper of the Gold football game.
Riverton Blodorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blodorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blodorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blodorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
Your tax pros at 219 East Main Street in Riverton, Wyoming can handle all your tax needs. Whatever your situation, we know what to do. Call 307-856-2256 today to schedule an appointment. H&R Block is open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
I'm Winslow Friday, Director of the Wind River Intertribal Council Department of Transportation. It makes me and my crew happy when you buckle up. It just might save your life.
I'm gonna get us home.
Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
Take the next step in higher education at Central Wyoming College. Offering 2- and 4-year degree programs in a variety of fields, Central Wyoming College is transforming lives and strengthening communities through learning, leadership, and connection. Discover Thermopolis is proud to stand with our Bobcats. From local attractions to hometown pride, there's always something to cheer about here. Discover Thermopolis, celebrating our community and rooting for the Bobcats all season long.
Dos Solitos is proud to support Fremont County sports teams. Enjoy bold Mexican flavors that'll have your taste buds shouting, "Olé!" Follow them on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for updates on events and food truck locations.
You need an oil change, but you don't have a lot of time. Expressway Lubes on South Federal in Riverton and Highway 789 in Lander provide a fast, professional lube, oil, and filter change. Expressway Lubes, locally owned and proud to support our local student athletes.
Men have a way of doing things. A man has his way of eating, of exercising, of keeping his hands warm, and of straightening up. So, when a man faces a serious life problem like divorce, depression, or suicidal thoughts, shouldn't a man have a way to deal with that too? Well, now he does. I'm Dr. Rich Mahogany. Visit me at mantherapy.org.
Why should your new floor come from Carpet One? Because we're passionate about the spaces our neighbors call home. We're part of your community, and we're also part of the world's largest cooperative of independently owned and operated flooring stores. So you can be sure you'll get great selection and outstanding value with every installation. Whether it's carpet, hardwood, tile, or luxury vinyl, our experts take the guesswork out of choosing the right floor. We're your local Carpet One Floor and Home, the one store for your perfect floor.
Visit Lander Gambles to make your home feel like new. They will beat any competitor's price. Stop by to speak to one of the sales agents or visit LanderGambles.com. Lander Gambles will help you find the perfect product that fits your budget and lifestyle. Lander Gambles, 420 Main Street, Lander, Wyoming.
Golden Buffalo Jewelry in Riverton knows that sports bring our community together. From Friday night lights to weekend tournaments, they're proud to cheer on our local athletes and support the teams that give us so much to root for. At 407 East Main, you'll find something special for everyone. Timeless pieces, unique gifts, and a selection worth exploring. Stop in, discover the perfect treasure, and know you're supporting a business that supports local sports. Where community and sparkle shine side by side. Call 307-857-2789 today.
Your car or truck isn't an...
Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you at a packed Bill Bush Stadium. They brought in 4 extra sets of bleachers on the Riverton side, and folks are gathered along the fence on that side, gathered along the fence on either side of the main grandstand here, and we are just getting ready for the start of this evening's football game, the Keeper of the Gold. Riverton has won the last 2 years, and Lander has won 3 of the last 5. The Riverton Wolverines will be receiving. They will be defending the goal to our north. The Lander Tigers will be receiving. They'll be defending the goal to our south. And back there to receive the kick is Finn McFadden. And doing the kicking chores for the Riverton Wolverines is Irvin, number 34. He is there for the Wolverines. He's got the ball teed up at the 40-yard line. And he comes, and there's the kick, and away we go. And the ball out of the end zone, and it will be a touchback. So Lander will start 1st and 10 at their own 20, Andrew.
Yeah, that was a good kick.
Yes, it is. That was a very good kick. And, of course, there's no wind. It's everything is very, very quiet here right at the moment. No wind at all, which is something, that we kind of enjoy. To have something like that.
Absolutely.
Yeah, okay. So the Tigers will have the ball first, and they come out. They have 2 receivers split out to the left side. Paxton Hollingshead. There's the handoff to Cody West, and Cody goes ahead for about 4 yards on the play. A little off right tackle to start the game. So Hollingshead started it in the shotgun. You know, the interesting thing, Andrew, is that Barrett Moffitt is back with the Lander Tigers this year. He's been out 2 games with an ankle injury, and he's back. Andrews is split out wide to the right side. Cody West to the left, one man in the backfield. Here's the handoff. Tigers go all the way near a first down. And I think, was that Espinoza on the carry? No, that was Cody West. So Cody West gets the carry, and he gets 6 yards and a Wind River Realty first down. So he's carried the ball twice now for the Tigers and has a total of 10 yards in the contest. So Lander starting on the ground. Play just underway, no score in the keeper of the gold game, Lander and Riverton. Hash mark on the near side. Twin receivers on the left side. One man in the slot is Parker Burton, and he now moves over. Whistle, and we have a motion penalty against Lander. I believe either that or an illegal shift, Andrew.
It looked like a motion penalty.
And we have a dead ball motion penalty against the Tigers. So that's Lander Valley's first penalty of the game, and it will push them back now to the 25-yard line. So on the penalty, they go back to the 25, and it'll be first down and 15 yards to go. And for the Tigers, Darian Herford split wide out to the left side. One man in the backfield. There's the pass, goes over on that side to Herford. Herford at the 30-yard line, moves up to the 34-yard line before he's knocked out of bounds. Nice first pass play of the game, and it goes to Herford. So the gain is going to be 8 yards on that play.
Simple little pass, and got the yards after the catch, brings up a second down.
And the pass is all the way up to the 33-yard line for the Lander Tigers. Hash mark, far side of the field. Tigers come out. Receiver, Andrews. In the slot, McFadden. In the gun, Hollingshead goes back to pass. Big rush. There's a pass downfield, and it is incomplete. Almost intercepted.
No, they're saying they have it.
Oh, they're saying that Riverton, Bo Sheets. No, not Bo Sheets. I'm sorry.
And it's intercepted.
It is. So they're going to call it an interception by Sheets. So it's an INT. And tell you what, that was close. That was right on the sideline. Both players were fighting for it.
That was close. And Hollingshead kind of just threw it up there, but that was a really 50-50 ball. Could have gone either way. I was an interesting call. Can't really see from up here whether that was a catch or not.
It was ruled an interception at the 46-yard line. So that's the first turnover of the game, and it comes with 9:34 to go. Now here comes the Riverton Wolverines. Gattenbein is the quarterback. Sheets is the receiver. Salzgaver is the running back. Under center is Gattenbein. Gattenbein rolls back. Play action pass. Under a lot of pressure. There's a pass to the dump-off guy on the early side, and that is a completed pass. And that's going to go to number 3, and that is
Dane Cox.
Dane Cox, right down here. So first pass completion, and it picks up right at 5 yards. So it goes across the 50-yard line to the 49 in Lander. So there's 5 there and 5 here. Okay. Gattenbein under center. Rolls back. Handoff. Goes to Salzgaver. He's got some running room on the edge. He's at the 40, the 35, knocked out of bounds at the 34-yard line. It'll be a first down and 10 for the Riverton Wolverines as he needed 10 yards, and he got 15 yards on the carry. So another Wind River Realty first down for the Wolverines, their second in a row, and the football is now down at the 34-yard line of Riverton, of Lander. Nice carry on the play by Salzgaver, his first carry. And it goes for 15 yards. Okay, Riverton comes up, hash mark on the near side. One man in the slot in motion. Salzgaver behind him. Here's the play, goes to Saltzgaber. He breaks a tackle. He's at the 30-yard line and pushed back there at that time. And it looked like Andrews was there along with the other Tigers.
Darren Herford and Andrews on the tackle, so brings up a 2nd and 5 from the 29-yard line, really trying to get this run game going here for the Riverton Wolverines.
And the Wolverines come out now with a 2nd down and just about 5 yards ago, so they go down to the 29, another 5-yard gain that time by Saltzgaber. Here's the handoff, goes to Saltzgaber, mid at the line of scrimmage. He pushes forward, and it's going to be very close to that 1st down yardage, just across the 25-yard line, and they're going to mark it at the 24, and that will be another Wind River Realty 1st down on the play. So they get it down to the 24-yard line, and it's 1st down and 10. Riverton 3 straight 1st downs on this drive, and 3 straight carries by Saltzgaber. They have trips out to the right side, 1 man in the backfield. There's the pitch, goes to Saltzgaber. Saltzgaber breaks away from one, away from another, down to the 10-yard line, and maybe down to the 9. Let's see where they're going to mark him. Nice play by Saltzgaber as he just took it and went off right tackle, cut to the outside, and made a good gain on the play.
The offensive line for the Riverton Wolverines really making it work as of right now, as Hunter Saltzgaber has had 4 consecutive carries, 2 of them for 1st downs.
Carries of 15, 5, 5, and 14 yards. Football is 1st and goal at the 10-yard line. Gattenbein comes up to the line of scrimmage. Twin receivers on the right, single receiver on the left. 1 man in motion. Now Gattenbein looks like a broken play. He's caught and down at the 9-yard line. I think that was a broken play.
It looked like a broken play, and so that defensive line made a good response to that broken play.
And Gattenbein's going to be given a credit for 1 yard down to the 9-yard line. 2nd and goal, Riverton at the Lander 9-yard line following the interception by Sheets. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go, 1st period in the keeper of the gold game. No score between Riverton and Lander. Hash mark on the far side. 1 man in motion now for the Wolverines. In the gun is Gattenbein. Gattenbein rolls to his right. There's the pitch to Saltzgaber. He's got an open lane. Touchdown, Riverton.
Flag on the play.
We do have Laundry on the field.
Right at that 2-yard line.
Let's see what that is. Well, the officials are conferring now, and I haven't seen a preliminary indication yet. Here it comes. Holding against Riverton. So that will negate the touchdown by Saltzgaber. That was a very well executed play, wasn't it, Andrew?
Yes, it was very well executed and bounced to the left side and got what was going to be a touchdown, but a holding play against the Riverton Wolverines negates that, brings up a 2nd down.
Well, they got a 4-yard penalty on that one unless they marked it from the spot of the foul. It's at the 13-yard line, so it'll be a 2nd down and goal from the 13-yard line. Clock at 6:16, 1st period, no score. Riverton knocking on the door. Here comes Gattenbein. He stays in the gun. Saltzgaber beside him. Back to pass. Play action pass. Pass in the end zone is way overthrown. Goes way over the end zone. Incomplete. And he had a man down there, but it was way overthrown.
Yes, way over the head of the intended receiver, the intended Riverton Wolverine. So brings up a 3rd down inside of the red zone for the Lander Tigers.
Well, here comes the Tiger defense. Has been pretty tough all season long. They've bent a few times, and this is going to be an important play both for Riverton and for the Lander defense. Gattenbein comes over to Coach Mark Lenhart, comes back to the huddle. Trips to the right side, single receiver to the left, 1 man in the backfield. There's the pitch, the throw, and it is dropped, or did he catch it? Yeah, I think he caught it, yeah.
The tackle.
Dwayne Cox.
Made by Barrett Moffitt, there he is.
And that pass is going to be good for 3 yards. It goes to the 10-yard line. It's 4th down. So Cox gets his 2nd reception. And coming in for a field goal attempt is Saltzgaber.
Way for this Lander Tiger defense to step up, coming off the interception.
There's the long kick. It's up, it's high enough, it's long enough, and it is good enough. So that was a 20-yard field goal by Saltzgaber. And Riverton takes the lead with 5:22 to go, first period, 3-0.
You need someone you can trust to do the job right. Take it to Gunner's Automotive. They repair all makes and models of cars and trucks, from oil changes to brakes, tires, and more. Gunner's Automotive, 856-2288.
Stay at the newly renovated Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, proud sponsor of all sports teams, home and away. Experience the perfect blend of comfort and convenience with Hampton's top-notch amenities, including a free hot breakfast, complimentary dinner and drinks Monday through Thursday evenings, a sweet shop for snacks and essentials, a pet-friendly environment and an indoor hot tub pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia back with you at Bill Bush Stadium. Riverton following the interception marches 9 plays and 54 yards for the score. 5:22 to go here, first period. It's 3-0 Riverton, and now Larson will be kicking off for the Wolverines.
That was a big defensive stop by the Lander Tigers. They had their backs against the wall, getting the ball ran on them consecutive times, way to adjust inside of that red zone, holding the Riverton Wolverines to important 3 points.
Here's Saltzgaber after that Lander stop. They didn't let him in the end zone after a penalty, drew a touchdown back for Riverton. Kick goes into the end zone and out. That's going to be a touchback, and Lander will take over 1st and 10 for the second time in this game at their own 20-yard line. Well, the first time the Lander Tigers tried the run, and unfortunately one of the passes they tried was intercepted. So let's see what the Tigers come out. Hollingshead back to the huddle.
I do want to say that both of these teams are very well evenly matched up, so and this will be an important drive for Hollingshead in this offense to bounce back.
West is at his left hip in the backfield. Hollingshead in the gun, takes 4 steps back. There's a long pass down the middle, and it is knocked away at the last second. Oh, what a beautiful defensive play that was by the Wolverines' Eric Smith, as Barrett Moffat was out there, and boy, he had a step.
Yeah, he did. That was a beautiful ball, and Eric Smith just made the right play. That was a great rep for both the quarterback and Eric Smith.
So the Tigers have it now 2nd down, 10 yards to go. Line of scrimmage is their own 20-yard line. Football in the center of the field as the sun finally going behind the Wind Rivers, giving us a little break from that sunshine in the eyes.
Brutal.
2 receivers off to the right side, 1 to the left. 1 man in the slot, 1 man in the backfield. Here's the handoff, goes to Cody West. West across the 20, and he gets down to maybe a yard or 2. I think he's up to the 22 or 23. They're going to call him the 23-yard line, so that'll be a gain of 3 yards for Cody West, and he now has 19 yards in the game on 3 carries.
Yeah, so now this brings up an important 3rd and 7 for this Lander Tiger offense. Interesting to see what they're going to do. I would, in this situation, a likely pass play for Hollingshead.
Okay, we have receivers split out wide on the right side. 1 man in the backfield is West. In the slot is McFadden. Here's the snap back. 2 steps back. Big pressure. Hollingshead throws down, and it's overthrown, intended for Andrews at the 35-yard line. So Lander's going to have to punt the ball away, Andrew.
Dang it, he had Andrews right there, just right over the head of him. And that important 3rd down, the Wolverines get a stop, and they'll get the ball back.
So the Wolverines will go back to receive the punt. Their returner is Sheets. So he is a pretty good returner for the season, Clay Sheets. Back to kick for the Lander Tigers is Romer. Garrett Romer. There's the snap, the kick, a big, almost blocked, high kick, and it comes down, and right at the 45-yard line, That's where Sheets is stopped. Great pursuit by the Tigers.
Yes, Andrews on the hard hit. Caleb Andrews on a hard hit. The second the ball hit Sheets' hands, Andrews was right there.
Yeah, but it's great field position. The punt goes down to the 46. No, they're going to call it the 47-yard line. So Riverton in great field position again at the 47-yard line. 4:22 to go, first period on our Wild Today scoreboard, 3-0 Riverton. Wolverines come out in their white uniforms. They're all white today except for the red cardinal numbers and the red cardinal trim on the pants. Trio of receivers on the left side. Back to pass, no. Handoff goes to Saltzgaber. He breaks one tackle, breaks another across the 50 into Lander territory, and they're going to mark him down at the 48-yard line. So that is a gain of 5 yards on the play. Well, I tell you what, we knew Saltzgaber was going to run the ball a lot, and he has.
Yes, he has, and it's going to continue to be that way until this Lander defense can adjust, kind of like they did down here in the red zone. So 2nd and 5, I'd probably expect another handoff to Saltzgaber.
Well, I would expect so. He's got 43 yards on 5 carries. Single receivers on each side. There's the pitch to Gattenbein. Gattenbein pitches it over to Dane Cox, and Cox doesn't get much. Matter of fact, they're going to mark him at the 47. He's going to get 1 yard on the play.
Tried a little trickery there.
Yeah.
The Lander defense did a great job not falling for it. This is an important 3rd down.
3rd down now, and we have about 5 yards to go. 3rd and 5 from the Lander 47. This big crowd on their feet here in Lander, stomping the bleachers. Timeout called by whom? And let's see, it's going to be charged against Riverton. So timeout on the field, 3:12 to go, first period. Riverton 3, Lander 0.
A people, an idea, for right and freedom, for liberty and justice for all. For every square inch between fruited plains and spacious skies. Marines fight to win. See all the battles Marines fight to win at marines.com.
High Plains Power is a Touchstone Energy cooperative. What does that mean for you as a rural?
So the Warriors are going to, it's a fake.
It's a fake.
It's a wonderful fake. It results in a first down as carrying the football. Was that Saltzgaber down there that carried the football?
Yeah. Number 20.
Yeah, number 20 carried the ball. Camden Heil. Heil was the ball carrier. They faked the punt. They faked like it was a long snap over the punter's head, but Heil takes it all the way down to the 31-yard line. And it's another Wind River Realty first down as Heil scoots down the field.
Very gutsy play call there.
16 yards on the gain and the first down. They're down at the 31-yard line. Blake Gattenbein hands it off to Saltzgaber. Goes to the right-hand side for a couple before he's swarmed under by the Lander defense. They're going to give him about 4 yards or so, maybe 5 on the play. It's going to go down to the 26-yard line. So that's 5 yards on the play by Gattenbein. Let's see, I wrote Heil's number on the wrong side. He had 16 down here. Okay, another 5-yard gain by Saltzgaber. He has 48 yards now.
Second down, Gattenbein over the middle. It is caught. Peyton Larson on the reception brings up a first down inside of the 5 for the Riverton Wolverines.
Thank you for covering for me. I was doing the stats here.
Of course.
That was a long pass by Blake Gattenbein down to Larson, and it goes all the way. Another first and goal. It's down at the 2-yard line. That's a 24-yard pass by Gattenbein, his 3rd completion in 4 attempts, and Larson caught that one. So that's a 24-yard pass game. Riverton knocking on the door.
Be prepared for a Saltzgaber carry.
Well, Riverton went into their bag of tricks. There's Saltzgaber, and he is stopped short of the end zone. He's at the 2. They racked him up for no gain that time.
They were ready for it.
They were ready for that play. No gain on the play. And it will be 2nd down and goal to go from the 2-yard line. He tried to go off right tackle that time.
He did, and then he tried to make a cut and just was met by a swarm of black jerseys, so second down.
1 minute to go here in the first period. 3-0 Riverton on our Wild Today scoreboard. Blake Gattenbein brings him up to the line of scrimmage. He's under center. Everyone up close. There's the handoff to Saltzgaber, and he darts into the end zone. Touchdown, Riverton. 2-yard gain for the TD, and it comes with 38 seconds to go here in the first period of play. 2-yard run by Saltzgaber, and it goes 9-0. Here comes the PAT. Saltzgaber also will attempt the PAT. So Riverton scored twice here in the first period, once at the beginning and once here at the end. The snap, the kick, it's up, it's long enough, it's high enough, it's good enough. Riverton goes on top 10-0 with 38 seconds to go in the first period of play.
Served areas. By the time we hit 1941, some 400 electric co-ops had been organized to serve rural America, just like High Plains Power. For more information, visit highplainspower.org.
Hot Springs Pharmacy is proud to cheer on our hometown Bobcats. Whether it's game night or school night, we've got the prescriptions, health essentials, and friendly service you can count on. Hot Springs Pharmacy, your local team, your local pharmacy. Let's have a big cheer for our hometown team.
A 9-play, 54-yard drive for the Riverton Wolverines, converted by a Saltzgaber 2-yard touchdown with 38 seconds remaining first period, and Riverton goes on top 10-0. And, of course, the key to that drive, Andrew, was that special play of fake punt that gained 24 yards.
Yeah, very gutsy play call by the Riverton coaching staff, but it turned out to work for the better for them. So this Lander Tigers are in a position they really haven't been in all season long. Interesting to see how they respond to that.
Yeah, they haven't come from behind in this season yet, except for one. They were down by a touchdown once. Here's the kick by Saltzgaber. High, goes in and out of the end zone. So Lander, for the third time in a row, will start at their own 20-yard line. First down and 10 yards to go. So far in the game, Andrew, we knew that Saltzgaber would be carrying the ball a lot. He's had 8 carries, 50 yards. Heil, 1 carry for 16 yards. And Gattenbein has had 3 completions, 3 pass completions for 32 yards. So the Lander Tigers come out now, football in the middle of the field as the sun goes behind the Wind Rivers. Field is in shadow and the lights are on. 38 seconds to go. Hollingshead in the gun. 1 receiver off, and he hands it to West. West breaks 1 tackle, goes across the 25 up to about the 26-yard line. Be a nice gain of 6 yards for West, who now has 25 yards on 4 carries. Those 2 guys, Gattenbein and West, are the major ground carriers for the Lander Valley Tigers and Riverton Wolverines. And this might be the last play of the first period, as we're down to 10 seconds to go. And I don't believe Lander's going to run up to the line of scrimmage in time to get a playoff, and they won't. And that's the end of the first period of play. And after 1 period of play, it's Riverton 3 and Lander 0.
Midway operates our 4 showrooms as one location, giving you by far the biggest selection of inventory in the region. Midway has the best buying experience before and after the sale. Our team members have more experience and knowledge to better serve you. Midway's success is based on hard work. Our team members give 110% to make sure you have a fast, enjoyable experience. We have what you need. At Midway, you're not just a customer, you're part of the Midway family.
Head to Nana's Bowling and Bakery in DuBois for Family Fun Night. Now booking parties for all ages and occasions. To reserve your company, family, or birthday party, call 455-3660. Nana's Bowling and Bakery is proud to support Fremont County student athletes.
Well, obviously, Andrew, we didn't get the memo from the Lander student body. They're all dressed in black with green pom-poms here this evening. As we get ready to start the second period of play, Lander will have the ball. Second down, 4 yards to go. Hash mark on the far side at the 26-yard line. Okay, Hollingshead in the gun. West on his left hip. There's the snap, a little bubble screen over here to Finn McFadden, and he is down right away. Short gain on the play of about a yard, and coming up and making that play for the Wolverines was 33. And I'm looking to see if I can find him on the roster here. It's not numerical roster. It's by grade. I don't see a 33, do you?
33, Braden Martin.
Oh, Braden Martin, that's right. Okay, so it is a, they're going to give him
1 yard. No, 2 yards.
Yeah, they're going to give him 2 yards on the play. It's at the 28-yard line.
Big third down.
It's third down. There's the pitch. Goes to West. West is going to be across the line to gain. First down, Lander. Wind River Realty, first down. And West carries across the 35. Goes up to about the 38-yard line, or 33-yard line.
Yes, nice carry by West just to get enough for the first down for the Tigers.
And, of course, the Tigers moving from right to left on your device screen. 10:56 to go. Second period of play. Riverton 10, Lander 0. Gattenbein in the gun. 2 receivers off to this side. West gets the carry. Finds a little bit of open space up to the 39-yard line before he's finally brought down by Clay Sheets. So goes up about 6 yards on the play for West. He now has 36 yards on 6 carries unofficially. Clock moving, 10:29. And the flags, Andrew, have finally started to move.
Yeah.
And we've got a little bit of a breeze. I think National Weather Service said expect a breeze of about 11 miles an hour from the southwest, and that appears to be what's happening. Okay, second down for the Tigers. They need 5. Hollingshead rolls, play action pass. Pass down is overthrown, intended for McFadden at the 50-yard line. Clay Sheets on the defense for the Wolverines. It's third down.
Hollingshead rolled out to his left. And another overthrown pass by Hollingshead, so he needs to adjust. And I think you probably see another third down pass here.
Well, I think so. 3rd and 5 as the front defensive front for the Wolverines. They've got a 4-man defensive front. Has been very effective so far. Although West has escaped a couple of times.
Hopefully these Lander Tigers don't have too many pregame jitters anymore.
All right, here's the handoff. It goes to West. He's stopped. He breaks away. There he breaks another tackle. He's across the 50, the 45, down to the 30, 41-yard line. Great run by Cody West as he moves it all the way from the 37 down to the 41. So that is 13 and 9. What's 13 and 9?
21.
21.
22.
22 yards on the carry. Another Wind River Realty first down for the Lander Tigers. 58 yards carry now. Lander in the huddle. 9:40 to go. First half. Riverton 10, Lander nothing on our wildtoday.com scoreboard. Twin receivers on each side. 1 man in the backfield. Hollingshead in the gun. There's the handoff to West. West straight ahead. Maybe 2 yards on the play as he's met by that interior of the Riverton line. Coming up and making that stop for the Wolverines was number 38. I'm trying to find his number here. Their roster is listed by freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, rather than numerical. But it was a nice stop anyway, and it's a second down now. The ball is at the 41-yard line, so they're going to say no gain on the play by Saltzgaber, or by Cody West. 1 man in motion. That's McFadden. He goes to the left side. There's the snap pitch to Cody West that goes backwards. Riverton was looking for that one, weren't they, Andrew?
Yeah, they were ready for that one. And even if he broke that first tackle, there was still a lot of more white jerseys waiting for the play to be made. So brings up a 3rd and long.
And loss of 4 on the play. So Riverton defense is doing a nice job here on Lander early in the game. 8:16 to go, first period, 10-0 Wolverines. Lander has it on the near side. They come up to the line of scrimmage with Andrews and McFadden split out wide to the right. Burton in the slot. West on the left hip. Back to pass. Hollingshead, big Riverton rush, and he's going to be sacked back at the 45-yard line. A big play, big defensive play by the Wolverines. Sotella Garcia. And that's a big loss. It goes all the way. It's going to be a 10-yard loss on the play back to the 45. So Hollingshead loses 10 on the play, and it will be 4th down, and the Tigers are going to have to punt.
Yeah, that's an unfortunate result. They were driving the ball down the field pretty well prior to those 4 plays. So you're just giving the ball back to Riverton. Hopefully you could put them deep in their own territory so they don't have much room to work with.
Garrett Romer back to punt from about the 33. Clay Sheets back to receive at about the 20. There's the snap, the kick. Oh, that was close to being blocked. Sheets grabs it at the 23-yard line. Fumble on the play, but he gets it right back. Well, that was a lucky break for Riverton as he caught it right at the 23. He tried to make a football move and fumbled the ball, but he grabbed it right back. So that's where the Wolverines will start. 1st and 10. They're down at the, 24-yard line. They're actually going to spot it. 1st and 10, Riverton from their own 24.
These past 2 punts have almost been blocked, and I actually think they got maybe a little fingertip on that one. So
I think so.
It looked, because based off of the punt in the air, it looked a little wobbly compared to the other one. So 1st and 10 here for the Wolverines, and the Tigers need to get a big defensive stop now.
7 minutes to go until halftime. Riverton leading 10-0. One man in motion is Sheets. And there's the carry on the far side. Salzgeber breaks away from one another. 1st down carry across the 35-yard line to about the 37-yard line. And that's going to be a gain of 13 yards and a Wind River Realty 1st down. Now 63 yards on 9 carries by Salzgeber as the Riverton Wolverines have figured out this Lander defense.
Yeah, almost every 1st down has been a handoff by Salzgeber. This Tigers defense has to adjust.
And that's, of course, what we heard in the pregame show interview with Coach Jim Burton. Gattenbein in the gun, fakes the handoff, carries, he's smothered, and he gets away. He breaks away almost to the 45-yard line. He's going to be a yard short. Boy, Andrew, they had him dead for rights in the backfield, and somehow he slipped away.
He bounced into his own offensive lineman, and that guy did a great job at blocking, so it gave him an extra 5 yardage, a lot of extra yardage, a lot more than he should have gotten. 9 yards on the play.
Now has 10 yards total in the game. Gattenbein brings his team up on the far side in front of the Riverton fans on the far side. In the gun, back to pass. He unloads a long pass down for Sheets. It's too long. Well, that was Salzgeber down there, I'm sorry, on the reception. But both quarterbacks have had too much energy. I don't know, maybe the adrenaline's still running.
Yeah, the adrenaline must still be going. Like I said, the pregame jitters hopefully should be gone by now for both teams, but overthrown passes from both quarterbacks so far.
3rd down, and the Wolverines need a yard. We kind of sort of expected a pass on that 2nd down. Now let's see. What do you say, Salzgeber on a little run here? They only need a yard.
I'd be prepared for that Salzgeber run.
And under center now is Blake Gattenbein. He goes back. There's Salzgeber. He gets the 1st down and more across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Gain of 5 on the play by Salzgeber, and he now has 68 yards on 10 carries unofficially, and it's another Wind River Realty 1st down for Riverton.
Yeah, that's this drive so far. Those 2nd down and short plays are really the plays that you want to take those deep shots, like that 2nd and 1, because you have that 3rd down to rely on the running back to get the 1st down. Hunter Salzgeber does a great job at that.
Blake Gattenbein back in the gun now. Salzgeber on his left hip. One man in the slot is Larson. Here's the snap, back to pass. takes 3 steps back, long pass downfield. It is caught and dropped. No flag on the play, and that pass was intended for Bo Sheets, and defending on the play was Caleb Andrews.
Yeah, great defense. That looked similar to the play he overthrown last time. He had the ball right in the spot that it needed to be. Just great defense by Andrews.
5:04 to go, first half of play, 10-0 Riverton on our wildtoday.com scoreboard. Riverton breaks the huddle, hash mark on the far side. They come out, everyone's together. Gattenbein is under center. It's the pistol formation. There's the handoff. Goes to Gattenbein. He breaks free on the near side.
Oh.
Tripped up by a shoelace at the 44-yard line. And that was Parker Burton. And Parker's limping a little bit. No, that was Andrews.
Caleb Andrews on the.
Yeah, that was Caleb Andrews.
Little limp going on.
So the gain is down to the 44-yard line. That's a 5-yard gain again by Saltzgaber. It seems to get 5 yards in a cloud of dust here for the Wolverines.
That was an important tackle by Caleb Andrews, because if he doesn't get that tackle, Saltzgaber likely breaks the outside and has a shot at the end zone.
4.5 minutes to go. First half of play, 10-0 Riverton on our wildtoday.com scoreboard. Sheets is split out wide to the left side. Everyone else under center. There's a handoff to Saltzgaber around left side. A jet sweep. He breaks away. He's at the 20. He's at the 10. He is at the 5. Touchdown, Riverton.
Man, oh man.
44-yard touchdown run by Saltzgaber. And it comes at the 4:06 mark, and Riverton starting to pull away in this game, Andrew.
Yeah, that was a good play call by the Riverton Wolverines, and the Lander Tigers just couldn't get the right angle from anyone. So they're really starting to pull away with this one. Lander needs to do something before heading into halftime.
Now the man who just scored the touchdown is going to try the extra point. Blake Gattenbein holding for Saltzgaber. Hunter. There's the snap, the kick, it is up, long enough, high enough, and good enough. And the score goes Riverton 17 and Lander 0, 4:06 to go.
Porter's Mountain View Supply has been serving central Wyoming with top brand name spas, stoves, fireplaces, and outdoor grills. With 2 locations in Riverton and Casper Plus financing available for your purchase, Porter's offers expert advice, quality products, and service along with maintenance. Porter's, your local spa, stove, and fireplace provider in Riverton at the corner of Sunset and North Federal.
Clogged drains? Top Priority Drain Cleaning's got you. Fair prices, top service, and a lowest price guarantee. Show any past price, and they'll beat it by 5%. Call Top Priority now at 307-709-CLOG. They would like to wish all the Fremont County teams good luck this year.
Okay, 7 plays and 66 yards on the touchdown drive for the Riverton Wolverines on that 44-yard scamper by Hunter Saltzgaber. 4:06 to go. First half of play. Riverton has jumped out on Lander 17-0 before this big capacity crowd. One of the largest crowds we've had here since the last time Riverton played.
Yeah, this is both stands are filled. We have people on the other side of the field standing because of how packed the stands are.
Almost all the way around the field. Saltzgaber's kick goes out of the end zone, and Lander will start at the 20-yard line. That is the 4th time Lander has to start at their own 20-yard line, as the Wolverines have really held the Lander running game down to next to nothing. Saltzgaber, by the way, 12 carries unofficially, 117 yards. And that's kind of what we thought would happen. Lander's top gainer at the point is Cody West. He has 9 carries, 54 yards.
Yeah, we knew Hunter Saltzgaber was going to be the main guy for this Riverton Wolverine offense, and he's shown why.
Hollingshead is in the gun. Cody West on his left hip. Receivers on each side. And a flag. I think we have a delay of game. Did we run out of time here?
I think we have one of the refs signal for a false start.
Did he? Yep, false start. So it'll be the second penalty against Lander. Only the second penalty of the game, and it's going to go back to the 15-yard line. And it will be first down and 15. 4:06 to go here. First half.
Those kind of penalties you can't have, especially to start off this drive. This Lander Tiger offense need to get points on the board regardless if it's 3 or 6.
In the gun is Hollingshead, receivers on each side. West in the backfield. Esposito in the slot. Here's the handoff to West, and he makes a couple of yards. He got not horse-collared. Well, it was a good tackle. Let me put it that way. Not a horse collar, but a very good tackle. And they're going to move the ball up to the 23-yard line? No, that's the 18-yard line. Okay, gain of 3 on the play by Cody West. 57 yards now.
Breeze coming in. Sun is gone.
Sun is gone. A little bit of breeze.
Traded the sun for the breeze.
Lights are taking effect. Same formation for the Lander Tigers. Riverton's got a 4-man defensive front. Here's the snap. Handoff to West. West makes a little bit of yardage, but not very much. Maybe a yard. I think they're going to mark him down at the 19-yard line, and we have a flag on the play. A little bit of laundry on the field with 3:12 to go here in the first half of play. Riverton up 17-0.
Look to happen after the play.
Yeah, let's see. Here comes the umpire. Let's see what he has to tell us. Of course, we can't hear him. Well, he's putting his notebook in his pocket. And we have a personal foul. Unsportsmanlike conduct against Riverton. Wow. That's a big 15-yard penalty against the Wolverines. That's their first penalty of the game. And it's going to give Lander another Wind River Realty first down. And they've marked it all to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, these unsportsmanlike penalties are common in these kind of games, crosstown rivals.
We're down to 3 minutes to go, first half. Lander looking for the first score. Riverton has 3 scores on the board, 17 points. In the gun is Hollingshead. There's the handoff to West. He goes to the right-hand side and moves up for about 4 yards maybe. He goes across the 35 up to about the 37-yard line. So that's only going to be about a 3-yard gain for West, who now has 60 yards on 11 carries.
Seems to be the story of this first half is what's the word I'm looking for? The incapability of running the football here in the first half.
Yeah, Tigers haven't been able to get off the mark. Riverton's defense has been well coached. Mark Lenhart and his team of coaching from the Riverton Wolverines. So, big play here for Lander, second down. Same formation. There's the snap, handoff to West again. He goes to the right-hand side, powers his way up close to a first down, and I think he's got it. Let's see where they mark it. No, it's going to be... they're giving him the first down.
Moving the chains.
It's at the 44. 7-yard gain and a Wind River Realty first down for the Lander Valley Tigers with 1:56 to go in the first half. Lander's got to get moving here if they want to get something on the board here in the first half against this very stout Riverton defense. 2 men in the slot. Handoff goes to West. West along the right-hand side goes ahead for about 7 yards. Maybe they're going to mark him down across the 50 at the 49. So that's going to be 6-7 yards on the carry. And it'll be another short gain here for Lander. They need 3 yards for the first down.
Hollingshead struggling to get the play call in. And
yeah, he sure is. They're going to have to, Lander calls timeout with 1:19 to go in the half as they were having trouble trying to get that play in. 17-0 Riverton. We'll be right back after this.
Hotel is proud to support youth sports in Fremont County. Enjoy a meal at the Deca Gai He restaurant. Deca Gai He is Shoshone for the eating house. Open daily from 7:30 a.m. until 9 p.m. Try a weekend getaway with the family in one of their comfortable, pet-friendly guest rooms and enjoy the heated swimming pool. Book online at ShoshoneRose.com. And remember to support Fremont County youth sports. Go team!
Hi, my name is Deputy Krista Grove with the Laramie County Sheriff's Office. I wanted to remind everyone that no matter how big your kiddo might seem, they should probably still be sitting in a booster seat. My son, Sylvester Grove, 9 years old, still sits in a booster seat in my vehicle. I've responded to far too many crashes where there have been kids not buckled up and have seen the worst. Buckle up for life, Wyoming.
What?
Lander 49 yards away from the Riverton end zone, 1:19 to go, and they've got the first down in 10. I'm sorry, second down and 4. Back to pass, Hollingshead. He takes it, he's going to run. Long pass downfield is overthrown. And you know, he almost crossed the line of scrimmage when he threw that.
That was close. He probably could have taken off and gotten the first down.
Well, I think, you know, that's probably what the coaches are going to tell him, because he had a wide open lane that time. He is now throwing an interception and 4 incomplete passes in a row. His first pass was caught for 8 yards, and since then it's been an INT and 4 incompletions. So, and most of the incompletions, Andrew, have been overthrows.
Yeah, I think all of them have been overthrows.
Yeah.
And also that great defensive play by Eric Smith, the one that actually wasn't an overthrow.
Right.
But he almost put the ball in the right spot. Definitely could have taken off and gotten the first down for himself. But brings up another important third down.
Okay, 2 receivers off to the right side. Hollingshead keeps the ball and is smothered. Boy, they throw him back about 10 yards, but they're going to call a yard. They're going to give him 1 yard loss back to the 50 for forward progress. So Hollingshead now has 11 yards in the rears. So 47 seconds to go, 4th down. Lander will probably let the clock run all the way down here if they can, and then kick it away from their side of the field.
You're in that point of the game now where you have to start going for it.
Yeah. 30 seconds to go, 17-0 Riverton with the lead, and they are going for it. Okay, twin receivers on each side, 1 man in the slot. West in the backfield, back to pass, Hollingshead. He runs. He takes off.
Get it.
And he's got the first down, I think. Does he have it? He's down to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down for the Tigers. A 10-yard gain by Hollingshead and a Wind River Realty first down.
Something that Hollingshead is really underrated at is running the football when he needs to.
Yeah. Goes all the way down to the 40-yard line for the first down. And we're down to 12 seconds to go.
Not far from Caleb Andrews' range.
No. Well, I bet they try one to the end zone here. Long pass.
All those deep passes have been overthrows. Now would be a great time to dial a good deep pass.
2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right, 1 man in the slot. Hollingshead. Play action pass is going to be caught, and he throws it ahead. It's caught by Burton. Burton at the 20. He's at the 25. He's down to the 15-yard line and knocked out of bounds right there, but the half is over as he gets knocked out of bounds at a little shovel pass.
Hollingshead slow to get up.
Hollingshead is slow to get him up, and the pass play went all the way down to the 15-yard line. So that was 35 yards on the pass play to Parker Burton. So Burton gets 35 yards, and we are at halftime. And at halftime, it's Riverton 17 and Lander Valley 0. We'll be right back.
Lander Valley Tiger teams, good luck this year. Wyoglass is locally owned and operated in Lander. They bleed green. Call or stop in today to get a quote on a window or get a quick fix on your window for a rock chip. Wyoglass is Lander.
Living well isn't just about things. It's about the things that matter. Your family, your friends, and your health. For decades, Sage West Healthcare has been committed to improving the health and care of our communities. Today, we're investing more in our communities, in our people, in advanced medical technologies, and in specialized facilities, so access to better care is close to you and the things that matter most. Sage West Healthcare. Be well, live well. That's why we're here.
Arapahoe First is proud to support all Fremont County athletes. Just like the hard work you put into every game, we're here for tribal and non-tribal members alike. Wishing every athlete a season of strength and success. Call 307-463-4185 to discover what Arapahoe First can do for you.
Since 1964, Valley Lumber and Supply has been more than a hometown hardware store. They've been family. From weekend projects to big builds, they've got you covered with free delivery and a team that cares. They're proud supporters of our local sports teams. Visit valleylumbersupply.com, where hometown pride builds strong projects.
Warm Valley Health in Fort Washakie is a full-service medical provider. With integrated care teams, you're always able to reach someone in your medical team. Warm Valley Health provides primary care, nephrology, podiatry, optometry, pharmaceutical, along with other services. New to Warm Valley is pediatrics and OB care. Walk-ins are welcome. That's Warm Valley Health, located at 29 Black Coal Drive in Fort Washakie. Call today, 307-332-7300.
Papa Murphy's on North Federal in Riverton makes your pizza to order. Order online at papamurphys.com or in store. Delicious, fresh-made pizza just the way you want it. Papa Murphy's is a proud supporter of our local Fremont County student athletes.
It's senior night at Lander Valley High School, where the 11 seniors from LVHS were honored before the game. They were paraded in front of the main grandstand here, which is full to overflowing. And, of course, standing room only here tonight. And, Andrew, I'm saying that literally.
Yeah, filled. Parking lot filled. Bleachers filled. Other opponent bleachers filled. We got people standing on the fence as well along the entire field. So, busy night as we anticipated.
Kind of reminds me of the old days at the Tonkin Stadium in Riverton, because it's a bowl and a lot of the fans would go along the fence line on the one end zone, and a lot of people standing there. They love to watch the game from up there because you get a pretty good vantage point, almost like what we have here. But it's halftime, and this is the United States Marine Corps halftime show, and our scoring at halftime is Riverton 17 and Lander nothing. Taking a look at Riverton's scoring, they scored first after an interception. It was a 20-yard field goal by Hunter Saltzgaver at the 5:22 mark of the first period, and that gave Riverton a 3-0 lead. Then, at the 38-second mark of the first period, it was a 2-yard scamper by Hunter Saltzgaver, who also kicked the PAT and made the score 10-0 Riverton. Then in the second period, Riverton scored halfway down the line there at 4:06. It was a 44-yard rush by Saltzgaver on the kind of a jet sweep on the left-hand side, caught Lander unawares there. Saltzgaver added the PAT, and that's where we are, Andrew, 17-0. And we were just chatting off the mic that this is kind of sort of what we thought might happen.
Yeah, especially from Hunter Saltzgaver. You know, he's one of the players we were talking about that the Lander Tigers really needed to pay attention to, and tonight he showed why. 2 touchdowns, 1 long one. He broke 1 long one. So, you know, it'll be interesting. I do believe Coach Burton is making his adjustments right now for this Lander Tiger offense and defense as well. It'll be an important second half, especially that first drive coming out of halftime.
And we'll be back with some individual stats after we listen to this.
Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union is more than a place to bank. It's a partner in every financial journey. From checking and savings to auto loans and mortgages, they give members the tools to move forward. Known for local service and decisions made right here in Wyoming, their team offers trusted guidance every step of the way. Proud supporters of all Wyoming sports teams, they're as committed to the community as they are to their members. Grand Altitude Federal Credit Union. Your money, your goals, your altitude.
A proud sponsor of this broadcast is Bailey Enterprises. For over 50 years, Bailey has become the name you can trust. With Pit Stop Travel Centers, you can fuel up and stock up on trip snacks at locations all over Fremont County. You can also put your trust in Bailey Tire and Auto for service to keep handy for those times when your luck runs out on the road. Refresh at the Speedway Cafe with a dine-in meal or a round of carry-out with a variety of specials to keep you going. Go with Bailey.
And we interrupt you with breaking news live from the Pepsi Wild Cherry aisle. Carol, can you hear us?
Steve, I've never seen anything like this. The bold, refreshing, and bursting with cherry deliciousness of Pepsi Wild Cherry is, well, let's just say everyone is getting wild.
Getting wild?
That's right, Steve. There's dancing, binge-watching, and is that a slip and slide? They're really putting the wild in Pepsi Wild Cherry, and this on-the-scene reporter can't wait to pop, lock, and drop it.
Pepsi Wild Cherry. Go ahead. Get wild.
B&M Septic and Excavation offers prompt professional service. Call them today for a quote at 850-2200. They serve far and wide across Fremont County and deep. B&M Septic and Excavation is proud to support Fremont County sports.
Riverton Blowdorn Lumber is proud to support youth sports. Experience the Blowdorn difference. Quality products, design, delivery, and expert service. Blowdorn Lumber, 1202 North Federal in Riverton. Blowdorn Lumber.
Community Health Centers of Central Wyoming has locations across Fremont County ready to serve you at DuBois Medical Clinic, Riverton Community Health, and Lander Community Health Pediatrics. We accept all forms of insurance, including Medicaid and Medicare. Are you struggling to get medical care? Ask for their sliding fee scale. From family medicine to pediatrics, Community Health Centers are here to serve you. Call 307-463-7160 or visit chccw.org to schedule your appointment.
7:19 to go here at halftime before we start the third quarter. Ernie Over and Andrew Garcia with you, 17-0 Riverton. And Andrew, the stats really aren't that different. There's only 53 yards difference in total offense between the two teams. The difference is Riverton's had field position.
Yeah, Riverton has had great field position. And, you know, who's the Riverton's kicker? Hunter Saltzgaver.
Yeah.
Saltzgaver's done what Andrews has done for the Lander Tigers all season long, pinning them in, kicking the ball into the back of the end zone and putting the opposing offense at the 20-yard line seems to be a big key to the success that Riverton has been having so far tonight.
They certainly have, because Lander, with one exception, hasn't been able to get out of the shadow of their own goalpost. So looking at Riverton's statistics, they have 134 yards on the ground on 16 carries. They have 32 yards passing, and Gattenbein was 3 of 5 in that department.
Not much, huh? I am, yes, sir. There we go.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm back again here. Got the elbow on the wrong place on the control board here. So Riverton has 134 yards on 16 carries, 32 yards, 3 of 5 passing by Gattenbein, 166 yards total. Lander has a total of 90 yards on the ground on 17 carries, 23 yards through the air, 2 of 7 by Paxton Hollingshead with 1 interception, total of 113 yards. So Riverton 166 total yards, Lander 113 total yards, but Riverton has the statistic that matters, and it's 13-0 on our WyoToday.com scoreboard. Individually, Hunter Saltzgaver for the Riverton Wolverines has 12 carries for 117 yards. Blake Gattenbein, 2 carries for 10 yards. Heil has 1 carry for 16 yards, and Cox has 1 carry for 1 yard. Gattenbein, as I mentioned, is 3 for 5, and for 33 yards or 32 yards in passing. Larson has 25 of those yards, and the other yardage coming from Cox on 2 receptions. For the Lander Valley Tigers tonight on senior night, Cody West, 13 carries for 74 yards, and 1 carry for Heil at 16 yards. Hollingshead has only completed 2 passes. He's had 1 interception, so he's 2 of 7 with 1 interception for a total of 23 yards. And I'm sorry, that's a 35, not a 15. Okay. So what did I say he had? I had him with I've got to change that stat because I got that wrong. I read that number wrong. 8 and 35 is 43. So 43 yards passing. So that makes a total of 133 yards total offense for Lander, 166 for Riverton. Difference of 33 yards, and that's kind of what the stats showed. But receiving, Hereford has one pass for 8 yards, and we have, let's see, I can't read my own writing here. Oh, Parker Burton, one catch for 35 yards. That's our situation at halftime. It's been pretty much all Riverton. They've controlled the line of scrimmage for the most part, except for West breaking away for some yardage, and they have the halftime lead here, 17-0. We'll be back with our second half after we listen to these messages on our United States Marine Corps halftime show.
And an indoor hot tub, pool, and a fitness center to keep up with your workout routine. We've got everything you need for an exceptional stay. Reserve your stay now on our website, Hampton Inn & Suites Riverton, where comfort meets convenience.
For a place, a people, an idea.